Hello, what is up ladies and gentlemen, it is I, the one and only Mighty the Armadillo here, and I'm back for some more yet again for the likes of the Maxi Toys videos. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for some more of Let's Play of Wario Land 3 for the Game Boy Color. So last time we basically just managed to able to went into several other new levels throughout the game, and alongside with that we also did manage to able to collected some more treasures or what have you. So at this point in time is the fact that we've only got about 17 treasures to go until we basically reach up to 100 of them. So either way, excuse me, I got something on my throat there. So today, for this episode in particular, is the fact that we'll head over back into the Tower of Revival for the 4th time, and as a result, we can able to possibly unlock the next level, and I think relatively speaking, as far as I'm concerned, that I'm pretty sure that the next world we're going to be unlocking might actually be the last world we might able to unlock, if possible. But then again, no, we'll have to wait and see what happens during at some point in time, because obviously we are still mainly trying to able to do with these fireball segments, or the lit up the fire lanterns section still. But you know, you get the idea about that. So yeah, how is anyone doing? Well, I'm being basically perfectly fine for this point today, apart from the fact that, well, usually, relatively speaking, that today's day is, of course, the 28th of September today, in this case in 2021, and it looks like that, for those of you who lived in the UK, that No Time to Die is about to be getting close to releasing. Like, we've only got exactly 2 days left until I finally get my chance to hopefully try to able to see it on the big screen. And hopefully that should be the case, because obviously I've been dying to watch the film. Especially noticeable, I've been watching those previous James Bond films in the past, because obviously I've watched them all. So yeah, I'm mostly going to be excited for this new installment. So either way, so let's just go ahead and go back into this this section again, and try to lose some weight first of all, so that just in case we can able to, you know, go all the way to this door right here right now, and this one takes us to the blue key route. So yeah, the blue key, or the blue chest for that matter, is going to be the last treasure we can obtain for this level. So in fact, the blue key is just right there. So, and the only trickiest part about this is the fact that you have to time yourself carefully, assuming if you don't get affected by the actual earthquake. So that might be the only trickiest part about this level. So, well, to be more specifically, oh no, I somehow got distracted. Oh well, we'll keep on trying, and then hopefully I could be able to actually make it pass through. Okay, there we go. Oh jeez, that was close. Anyway, let's hop it towards the left, and there we go. Now we got the blue key, and now we can able to make our way to the blue chest itself, and well, we're pretty much almost done with this. And I do apologize for that thing that's been going on from this point today, clearly because of how the fact that I know it has been, oh really? Man, I did not notice the simple enemy can knock me off. Oh, whatever. But I digress. Because of how the fact that I know it's been like 5 days ago still since I actually did manage to able to went back into this game. But regardless of everything else though, that's all I can really talk about. So either way, let's just go ahead and just make ourselves flat. So just in case we can able to, you know, try to make it for this part right here. And hopefully we'll go back into its normal self. And there we go. Alright, so we do need to get the bigger enemy to able to use as a projectile without even like getting caught by the snowflake with like once or twice, and once again we need to use the bullet string transformation until we bust out the actual wool, you know what I mean, so. Oh boy, we got ourselves a blue coin here, so I think that might be quite nice. Oh, wait a second, that, I just realized I accidentally managed to get rid of the, one of those, snowy teddy bear-like enemies by complete accident, so, oh well, we'll, exit off the room, and then just re-enter in the same room again. And then hopefully the thing will respawn, so, good thing it does, so. So anyways, let's go ahead and do that. and wait for this little thing to come by, and I think that might do the trick. Ah, nah, it doesn't seem like that's gonna be enough. So, because of the actual, like, two separate platforms almost got close to each other, so, tell you what, we'll try to able to do it the same way as we did ever since in, I would say the West Crater, or something like that, you know, the one time we were able to actually just try to take that. No, you... Okay. I really hate these guys in a huge passion, because sometimes you never know of what that's gonna be coming, and it's just... They can be pretty unpredictable at times, but that's just me. Alright, there you go, folks. That we actually got the final chest in Tower of Revival level. And let's see what's inside in this treasure, and it appears to be, what's it say, a key. And then I wonder what that key is gonna lead us to. Well, we'll find out right now. So, it looks like they're trying to unlock it. This will pretty much unlocks the last level in the whole game, and that's what appears to be above the clouds. So yeah, it should be exciting, so we'll check this level out in during the likes of in daytime, so there's that music coin right from the get-go. And yeah, the great chest is actually in the beginning of the level, so that should be alright. And obviously we need to aim for the grey key as much as we could. So yeah, basically, we have to do with the forms of those disappearing cloud platforms. And as a result though, it does remind me of Rainbow Ride from the likes of Super Mario 64, but with the lack of rainbows and all that stuff. Because obviously, that's, and also, that's we're on the 2D plane, so yeah, that might be summarized as such. Oh, okay. Good thing we actually entered there, and there's the grey key just right down there. And before we do anything, we need to avoid these guys. Well, thankfully, we can able to actually just deal with these little buggers completely. Because of the fact that you can able to actually ground pound it, and then basically they'll turn into a ball form. Although sometimes I manage to able to ignore these guys at once, and because of that, and also you still need to deal with the actual disappearing clouds platforms in the exact right moment in time, so... Alright, so... let's get out to concentrate hard on this part, especially that if you mess up with your jumps or what have you, then you have to do the entire climb-a-thon all over again, so just keep this in mind. Alright, so Great Chest has been unlocked. And this will pretty much gives us the final crayon in the game. Which means that yes, green is the only remaining color for that particular cave section. So either way though, and once the final crayon is usually just managed to draw it in, and we can now able to actually just to play a special game. Which is pretty cool, but I'll show this off until whenever we, after we go in for the actual, you know, pretty much the actual everything. Like, to be more specifically, after we, collected every single treasures throughout. So, yeah, I must admit though, it has been such a couple of days since I, managed to last time play this game, so, oh well, no big deal. So anyways, let's head back into this stage again, but this time in nighttime, so because of that though, I believe we're gonna have to go for the red chest on this run, because I get the strong sense of feeling that if we manage to go to this level for the third time, meaning it's gonna be more accurately the green chest if I recall, and I believe that we do need to acquire a golf segment, which, yeah, that might be something worth noting for, but hey. But it feels like that we've almost done with the actual golf segments every once in a while, but either way though, we'll see what happens there, so... yeah, I do apologize for that particular, my throat problems again, but then again, no, I'm still fine, but it's just that sometimes if I was trying to able to do commentary on certain things, but most of the time, I just keep on, like, having certain common problems like that, so... Anyways, let's go into this door. And basically, I'm pretty sure this is the red key route, because I can definitely recognize that particular layout. So, yeah, I see that little red chest up there. But, of course, we do need able to try to sort something out in this next room, because that block is in my way. So, we'll, try to go the other way. And by all means by that is the fact that, much like the forms of, one of those levels in, well, if I was assuming correctly, much like Tower of Revival level, basically it's gonna be all about, you know, trying to able to climb up in a vertical way. So as a result though, there might be a few chances that you might accidentally fall off every once in a while, but even then though, we'll, try to cope with it, I'm assuming so. So, now, of course, we do need that enemy to, make me, bounce up a bit, so just in case we can able to just, well, oh goodness, that was close. And yeah, much like the forms of Desert Ruins, that we have to deal with these guys, and, as a result, we can able to actually just to do so. Alright, so let's just, no, okay, that doesn't look right, there we go. So, I believe we've sorted this out, so now we just need to able to get the red key, and once we grab the red key, then we can probably go ahead and get the red chest, so, and while avoiding those little slicer attacks, so yeah, that might be short something I suppose, but unless if you try to able to ground pound and try to stun them, you will be okay. But it's just the fact that it's gonna be one of those moments where you have to be super careful and you have to be like really fast on that part, because obviously if you don't go too fast, then you are might as well able to get a bit of a knockback by that little slicer thing, and then, you know, you're gonna have to do the entire disappearing platform segments all over again. So yeah, that might be something. It's like, honestly, I think Above the Clouds might actually be one of the hardest levels in the game, due to the fact that you have to do with a lot of emphasis on timing and what have you, so that pretty much summed up as such. Okay, so we got ourselves the fire extinguisher. So this means about the fact that we can now able to actually do some more stuff in certain levels now. Like, for specifically, we can able to extinguish the fire. And I believe we're about to be heading back onto the West Crater. And also the East Crater. So it's just only 2 levels we can able to go back into. So yeah, pretty swell and easy stuff essentially. So yeah, in fact the matter is though is the fact that we're pretty much almost done here. So anyways, let's head into the West Crater, and now we can do some more stuff. Thanks to the forms of that particular flames, it's now gone. So either way though, we can now able to actually just well, go ahead and go in there now. So alright, it's one of those trickier rooms that we now able to actually decide to deal with, you know, more tricky, difficult platforming, and also just a lot of timing is usually required most of the time. But I'm sure I can cope with this, I'm presuming so anyway, so anyway, so I'm not exactly sure if this is, well, yeah, this is the part I was gonna able to point things out, that if you ever played the this particular part with a keyboard, that will be a nightmare for me. But thankfully, since I'm still using my, a green coin, I'll definitely take that. And, yeah, because of that, though, during the forms of my, practice run in, Wario Land 3, if I try to play the game with the keyboard, oh man, this bit is hellish with, using keyboard, because, for love of God, my right keypad is not working with me half the time. But thankfully, I'm still using the PlayStation 4 controller to able to actually have ourselves a bit of a capabilities onto my computer for the emulator, so that should be pretty awesome and swell stuff at the same time. So because of that though, you probably get the suggestion by that point. So anyways, let's go ahead and keep on jumping for a bit and just keep on climbing in the process. And I believe if we go in here, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's another one of those music coins, so we'll skip that for now and try to save it up until at some point in the future. So anyway, so let's go and continue on here, not to screw this up, and, obviously that's, okay, so, let's need to make this last jump, and there we go. Not too shabby, not too difficult either. I mean, the only time it makes things a bit trickier is the fact that you have to, like, do, like, constant jump crouching most of your time, so. And what's this? We got ourselves a peculiar block. Like, I believe that particular block will be used for, well, trying to add another platform in Causal Revolutions. Because obviously we couldn't do it from before just because that platform is missing. So it's a good thing we did manage to able to noticing this from the start. So anyways, I think suffice to say, we'll probably hit on to, we're not going to go back into above the clouds just yet, but we can at least manage to able to do the East Crater, so that means we can now able to do some more things in that place too. Although originally I was gonna able to expect to do, like, you know, the continued run-through of Causal Revolution. In fact, I think we only got one chest left for Causal Revolutions, and once we're done with that, then, well, we're basically done with the forms of Causal Revolutions. So, yeah, that should be pretty self-explanatory right there, especially noticeable about the fact that, well, you know what I'm saying. So, either way though, let's go here, and, well, first of all, we need to get rid of these frog-like enemy, and, well, just able to actually become flammable until we're able to kill him. Or just try to flee him in the process, or something like that, which I have no much to think about, but either way though, yeah, we pretty much deal with him. Alright, so now we can continue. And thankfully the flame is now gone, so that means we can now do some more stuff in there. So, now I think this involves around the... Oh, this is kind of an interesting puzzle. And basically, that we need to keep on entering those specific different kinds of doors. And then basically, that's how you're essentially going to do here. So, I don't know what's in there though, but I'm guessing it's more accurately like... if I have to double check for a second, just in case if there's any... thing else I would like to double check and stuff like that. So, in fact, let me see right here, which, oops, gonna have to avoid that little crazy contraption thingy there. Ah, seriously. Okay. Whatever, I'm not gonna go for that anyway. I'm pretty sure the only thing you can get is just another music coin, so that's the only reward you can able to muster, so... Oh, just only one block left, but thankfully we can able to, like, can you... Okay, thank you. So let's go and do a charge of power, and I think that'll pretty much do it from there. And, yeah, this is another music coin, so we don't need to worry about that. So, anyway, so let's just, go back into the other room, and, well... actually, let me double check on the actual, that particular route I was gonna be on about, but, come on. Thank you. Yeah, it's just another music coin, so I just know it anyway, so... But then again, we'll save it up until, you know, once we finish the main adventure, so... Yeah, that'll pretty much sum up as such. Alright, so... Now we, managed able to go on for that part, and, oh, okay, so we do need to able to go back into the other part of the room, because obviously that... Well, since we are trapped, but now we need to able to go back to the previous room and head over to this particular door over there, which pretty much leads us to the same thing. So, apart from the fact that we can able to get rid of those blocks and grab the red key. So, and I believe that's pretty much about it. I mean, usually, relatively speaking, the only thing it needs left is... Oh, I see. So we still need an enemy as a projectile until whenever we're able to get into the flammable blocks. So, again, it's just a lot of multitasking, you know, so either way though, you might as well be able to actually notice by this point, so... Alright, so... Please tell me that the enemy... it disappears. God, I hate when that happens, especially noticeable that certain enemies will disappear every once in a while for if you're much able to leave the actual thing throughout, but it's just a bit of a technical props, so... Alright, so let's go and get rid of these, and now we just need to deal with these flammable blocks, and then hopefully that should be good to go. And in order able to become flammable is the fact that you have to get an exact contact with the actual snake, because obviously these snakes will also breathe fire at you. So yeah, all I have to do now is basically just have to go all the way to there, and there we go. Red treasure is now obtainable, so huzzah. And in fact, let's see what's inside in this treasure anyway. And it looks like we got ourselves the, I would say like a spade, little armor thingy, whatever you want to like call it that, but it knows what it is. So I just realized that we actually got ourselves one of 4 clubs, I'm assuming so. But maybe, I'll double check on that whenever we're able to, like, after we're done with this video, so... Anyways, let's head back into Causal Revolutions for the 4th time, and because of that though, we can now probably try to aim for the blue chest now. So because of that though, and once that's been done, then we can pretty much expect that, I get the strong feeling that we might able to go back into above of clouds level until whenever we are done with this, so... But, we'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens there. And I just realized something, is the fact that we've only got about 3 more days to go until we moved on to the 10th month, which is of course October. And as a result though, I'm still really hyped about that particular month because of not only for Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, but also Metroid Dread and even Mario Party Superstars. So yeah, I think to me October is going to be the best month of the year so far, for me though anyway. Well, along with the forms of February and because of Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, which I think at that point, once I've done Wario Land 3, spoiler alert for those of you who aren't able to know something like this, potentially speaking that me and Ray will decide able to go back into Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury for specifically the Bowser's Fury portion of the game until specifically once we finish up with Wario Land 3. And by that time, we're able to definitely go back into the actual whole thing, so... And yeah, this is where the blue chest was located, so now we can able to do some more stuff in here now, so... Yeah, we actually briefly went for the actual certain levels like that, so... And of course, that we do need to deal with the actual owl segment every once in a while, so yeah, just like in the forms of how it does it on the steep canyon and all that stuff. So, yeah, once again we have to avoid those little spiky stuff, and... I get a feeling that getting these music coins in this place is gonna be, well, brutal, especially noticeable how the fact that, well, yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a painful process there, so, yeah, we'll just let go here, and grab the blue key, and we should leave, and we should probably get ourselves the blue chest now, so, I'm quite surprised it actually took me 1 attempt on that particular segment. Although, unlike in the forms of how it does it on my original cartridge version, that I somehow managed to able to get like few mistakes. But, regardless of such, I managed to able to dance no problem, so... Oh, what's this? We got ourselves a bit of a spray thing going on here. Oh, I see, so we can't go back onto above the clouds just yet, so... There's still more things to do for the sake of, like, going back into other levels. I think this level is actually based off from the steep canyon, and I believe also we might also go back into the West Crater, so that should be one of those levels. And yep, the Steep Canyon, like I mentioned earlier, and the Cave of Flames. So 3 levels we can go back into. So yeah, that should be exciting. Especially noticeable about the fact that we can able to like, well, pretty much almost done with most of these levels throughout the whole thing. So anyways, let's go back to the Steep Canyon for the final treasure chest on this level, so... And thankfully, it's not that far from here, I don't think. Assuming if you're able to actually just, you know, fully powered up within, like, you know, swim for those little, jet streams and all that stuff. So, either way, though, we can able to expect this much. And I know for the fact that I do apologize for the actual misleading with the actual, like... At first I thought we're going back into above the clouds level, during the, like what I mentioned earlier, but it seems that about the fact that I know it's been like 5 days ago since I actually last touched this game, so... But, hopefully we'll get this game finished by the time until specifically in October, if possible, but it really depends on time length though, but we'll see. So anyways, let's go ahead and get rid of these enemies here, so just in case we can able to let them get out of my way for a bit, and, well, just try to lit up the flammable lanterns, or these fire sticks, just like in the, Tower of Revival level, so, except the fact the matter is, though, I think this part might be actually be kind of tricky this time around, because, obviously, no, I did not mean to go there. I seriously did not mean to go there. Oh, jeez. This is gonna be tricky, though. Especially noticeable, you have to be so precise with your jumps and what have you, so... Yeah, we'll just keep on trying. We'll seriously keep on trying, so... Alright, so we'll just get rid of these enemies again. And, I don't know what to do here. Can I just, like... No! Oh, God. I just think that this part is kind of tricky, though. Okay, come on, Wario. Come on. I know I haven't got that much time left. I mean, usually relatively speaking, at this point in time is the fact that several other parts of this game might actually go a bit, well, slightly shorter until later on, though. Especially noticeable because, obviously, that we've almost done with the actual whole thing, so... Anyways, let's go ahead and, oh, wait a minute. Okay, so this thing is not going off yet. There we go. Now we got that out of the way, and, we'll just continue things on here. And, is there something I could... Oh, yeah, I need to break that block. Just in case for later, and... Just ground pound there. Oh, God. What a coincidence. We have to go for this golf segment, aren't we? Before we're able to actually get ourselves our blue key and the blue chest. So, we'll have to go for that first. Oh, God. I'm not sure if I can do this, though, because there's so much rough going on here. So, I will try my best if I was gonna able to try to do this successfully. Alright. Gonna have to do this. Yay! First attempt! That's more like it. Alright, that will opens up. And then we can now able to actually just, well, take a bit of a rolling thing going on here. Okay, so there's nothing there, so, yeah, that's as far as I can say about it. Alright, let's just, do some rolling. And bust out these enemies in the process there. Oh, so close to get the music coin, but whatever. We'll be back for that at some point soon. So, there we go. There's our final treasure in the steep canyon. So, yeah, not too shabby for the most part. Even though the flammable part is always kind of feels a bit, well, kind of difficult though. So, there we go. We got ourselves another chemist little tube thing. And basically, combine those two things together, this means that little heavyweight little object managed to able to win through. And basically, this means we can now finally go ahead and head back into the fast plane and beneath the waves. So, it's been such a long time since we actually went back into the fast plane, because obviously we already got 3 treasures quite a few times, or just in a quicker fashion way in the beginning, but we'll save those until... Actually, no matter what though, let's take care of the forms of beneath the waves, for reals, because now we can able to actually finish up this world by, well, just trying to able to get the blue key, and that will be about it, so... Anyway, so let's just go ahead and, you know, get rid of these blocks if possible, and, well, we can able to actually just try to avoid a lot of enemies and all that stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have to really try to able to... Oh, wait a second. It's only for the purpose of, well, the actual music coin requirements, because, it's nothing that important until you realize that, well, one of those, portions that it does require, yeah, it's the music coin just over there, so I just figured that much. Anyway, so now we got the blue key, and we are once again going back into the same exact location. Okay, that works. Thanks. Anyway, because, yeah, this is gonna be our 4th time going for that particular exact same location as what we, previously done for the likes of the grey chest, as well as the red chest, and even a green chest. But I do know where the blue chest is. It's gonna be on the far left. Or to be more specifically, just on the top left corner of in that particular segment of the level, so hopefully we should be able to come across to that. So, I digress. So, yeah, I'm just usually so excited until the next 2 days, especially noticeable because I'm so hyped about the films of the next James Bond film, which I was so dying to looking forward to. Even though, mind you, that until specifically, in America, they have to wait until about... I would say 10 days left until that film is finally gonna come out in North America, or something like that for that matter, but, okay, whatever. We'll just gonna have to walk back and forth, lose some weight, and well, we just have to do with this little fella right here to, you know, bust out these donut blocks and, you know, it's kind of a shame. Oh, really? That does not count! Okay, whatever. We'll just keep on losing weight. Keep losing weight. Thank you. It's kind of a shame that you can't able to actually stun them if you try to able to ground pound them, and you have to able to run into them until you, you know, just trying to able to deal with the actual stun move, but, oh well. Alright, there we go. So now we pass through there, but let's lose some weight, and come on. Thank you. And that way we get ourselves the final treasure in Beneath the Waves. But of course this is not the final time we're going to be seeing this level until whenever we decide to go for the music coins run, so... And I believe this might actually be the club. Or the club, I like to point things out. I do apologize for that tongue-twisting pronunciation right there. But that's okay though, because either way though, let's double check on the treasures quickly. So we're only missing the diamond, so we've got ourselves the heart, spade, and club. So I believe diamond is the only ones left. So yeah, in this case we're actually going to get ourselves 4 suits in that particular club, like symbols or something. So you see, as you can see, we can now able to actually play that special game onto that segment over there, which is always swell. But we'll save that until the extras video, because either way, we are still focusing on those treasures at the moment. So yeah, let's head back into the forms of the fast plane. And this may actually be the 4th time playing this stage, after the events of somewhat almost at the very beginning of the game. And as a result though, we can now able to actually obtain the final chest in this particular level. So, because obviously with that little 5-ton weight block is now usually goes through the ground, so that means we can now experience this section. So because of that, I wonder what's through here. Yeah, this is the blue chest, so, but first of all, we still need to obtain the key. And by doing so, we need to do a very tricky platforming, while required invincible Wario in order to able to make it through. So, yeah, this is going to be pretty tricky if you're not careful. And especially noticeable that since this is in nighttime, this also means that, yes, zombies will pop up. So because of that, again, as I mentioned this before, since in Causal Revolution's level, along with Forced to Fear level, the worst level in the game in my opinion, and that will have to be by the fact the matter is though, is that you have to be like super precise on certain things. So anyways, let's turn into Zombie Wario and get caught by the fire flame. And that way, we can able to make it for this room here. And it's all about the guessing though, because as you notice, that the entire platforms are invincible. So because of that, yeah, it's gonna have to take a massive guess, because obviously, if you fall off, you have to do the entire invisible platforming segment again. So, oh, come on, I'm almost there. Okay. At least it wasn't that far off of it though, but sometimes it's going to be a lot of emphasis on... Okay, there we go. Whew, at least we finally made it that time, so... Alright, let's see what's inside this treasure then. We got ourselves the... I'm not exactly sure what this is though. Is it like a compass or something? Well, I have no words to think about, or even a padlock, I have no clue. But then again, though, it has been like 3 days ago since I've last played this, so... no matter what, though, I think we should probably do one more level, and that will have to be by the forms of, Actually, no matter what, though, we haven't even managed able to go back into, the Cave of Flames for a while, so we'll hit it there next, so... And I believe, if I'm assuming correctly, that, we might able to try to aim for... the last treasure, even though, again, it has been 3 days ago since I actually last touched this, so I do apologize if that misleading moment's notice, but still, I can't deny about that, so... Anyway, so now we can able to explore this area now. Oh man, this is what I think it is. This part can be a bit tricky for those of you ever first time experiencing this route, and because of that, we have to do a enemy bounce chain reaction. Now, as a result, though, we have to do this throughout the majority of this part. So, oh boy, it's gonna be a lot of emphasis on this, though, especially towards the end of the game. That we have to do that constantly. So. Especially noticeable if we're able to try to go after those music coins as well, so Yeah, there we go. We got the blue key, so it's not too difficult. But now we need to aim for the actual chest itself. So, at least I'm hoping we can able to make it for that part. And I somehow messed it up, but that's okay because, well, since that the other two has been completely knocked out, and we'll just use this one for the time being to bounce it up, and I think that should be okay. And now we need to able to come across into this part until we're gonna have to able to put up with some of these flumpy-like contraptions. And if you somehow get flattened on the early parts of this segment, you're probably gonna get screwed no matter what, because sometimes you might as well end up getting stuck. So yeah, as you can see right there, I managed to did that okay enough, but alright, so now let's go ahead and transform into Flat Wario, because it's required to able to actually go and get ourselves the blue chest. So hopefully that should be the case here, and turn back to its normal self, and be very careful not to mess up with your jumps, and there we go. Alright, so now we got ourselves the blue chest for the Cave of Flames. So, and let's see what we got. We got ourselves a scissors, or scissors if depending on what specific pronunciation you're going for. So, and we've actually opened up all the treasure chests in the Cave of Flames. And we pretty much use the scissors to cut out the string part for the balloon, which means we can now finally hit back into above the clouds. So, suffice to say, I think we should probably end things off here, so join me next time for more of Let's Play of Wario Land 3. That is the fact that we'll hit back into above the clouds, and eventually we'll hit back into the previous levels for as a revisit. So, yeah, I'll see you guys on Thursday. Later, fellas.